Hi, this is Kona, and we're going to talk about how to calculate error. So we've got our standard error, and remember answer is in proportion, not percent. On our standard error, the formula is the square root of success times failure divided by sample size. Then we've got our margin of error, which also answers in proportion, which is 2 times, basically, this value right here. And then we've got our maximum margin of error, which is 100 divided by the square root of n. The answer is in percent, but without the percent sign for that one. So an actual example, previous records show that among a study of 350 people who were in prison for violent crimes and then released, 86.5% were rearrested in 2 years, which is a really sad percentage. So in this case, the fail rate was 0.865, which was this value right here, and it's fail rate just because they were rearrested. The success rate is 0.135, which we found by just taking 1 minus the 0.865. Where the 1 came from, because think about it in terms of percentage, you can't have more than 100%, but 100% is just 1. So that's where the 1 minus 0.865 is coming from. And then our n, our total number of people, or our population here, was 350. So you would take the square root of our successes, which are 0.135, times 0.865 divided by 350. Now this is important, and this comes down to entering it in your calculator correctly. You have to make sure you're not just taking the square root of 0.135 or 0.135 times 0.865. You need to make sure you put parentheses around this whole piece inside of the square root. So it would be square root parenthesis 1.35 times 0.165 divided by 350, and then close your parentheses. But you want to make sure that you have enough parentheses around here to get this answer. Then your margin of error is just taking this value and times it by 2. So there's your margin of error. And then your maximum margin of error is just 100 divided by the square root of 350, which is your n, which is your 5.345. So none of those were too hard, but I just want to go ahead and do a quick example just to make sure you guys understood how to find it, and so you could do well in the quiz and understand it.